is up. Yo, greetings. Welcome back to the Recovery Room of Racism Non-Anonymous with me, Sis Abena, the traumatized traumatologist, the communications coach, the recovering African who is enslaved in America, and who is a representative from the voices in the margins. I am also true to the cause of African liberation via unification and utilizing the tool of healthy and effective communications. Welcome to the Recovery Room of Racism Non-Anonymous. I did say that. Coming to you live and in person in Africa Live with the desire to support the connection and solidification of the African spirit. Now, the spirit, African spirit, as I see it, has been traumatized, shattered, damaged. I believe that did happen from a spirit realm first. And it had to happen in order for us to have populated the earth. We had to separate ourselves from ourselves and stand apart from self. How do we do that? Well, when you consider a pole, life up and down a pole, the top of the pole doesn't meet the bottom of the pole. And that's not the best way for me to explain that to you. Let me show it to you on the board like I did in the last video. And when I say a pole, that is Abena's paradigm of lived experiences, which recognizes that we come from the spirit realm that's at the top, where all things are, universal to one. Probably like chaos. I guess it would be chaos if you just take 10 individuals and you kind of, who have vastly different experiences, beliefs, positions, values, and you pick them together and force them to live together. It's likely to be very chaotic experience when they are grouped together and contained, or, all living together. Now, when our spirits leave these individual bodies, that we come down, we separate ourselves from the oneness. We travel down the pole, we come down here to fucking hell. Just like Lucifer was cast down, you're down, you come down. It's like a seed is planted. You plant a seed down in the ground, and then it grows back up towards the source. So, separated ourselves from ourselves to have this individual experience, standing separate and apart from each other, ourselves, other parts of ourselves as individuals. That's what I'm talking about. To me, I recognize that as in part the original trauma. If something gets shattered, the spirit separates itself from itself. So I'm interested in working to support the reconnection of the African spirit. Now, I'm having a thought. It's like, well, as long as we are in these individual bodies and that we intentionally separated ourselves and had this traumatic experience to populate the earth to do something, is it possible to be reconnected given that we are in these individual bodies and live in these individual experiences? Is it possible to reconnect spirit on this realm and this level of lived experiences? Or must we wait until we depart from these individual bodies and return back to spirit realm in order to reconnect with other spirit, other parts of the self, the whole, the oneness? Ooh. Right. Something for, to explore a little bit more. But that's how those are some of the things I think about in the world. And when I talk about trauma and traumatic stress, that is my purpose and objective. I believe in large part that, in fact, that is the challenge in the game. That maybe we set up spiritually. You roll down and you work to connect down here before you get back up there. And that is the purpose of this thing called life and the challenge. And so many barriers and different things are down here in the playing field to challenge our ability to connect or reconnect, before we return. Yet for me, that's the game. That's the challenge. And I believe that as we reform or reconnect down here on this level, when the spirit energies are able to do that, then we will have this thing called heaven on earth. So chew on that for a bit, or just share with me what your thoughts may be. Are these things that you have seen or recognized or considered? Let me know.